Hello, everyone. It's getting late. I am in the process of going somewhere, and then I'm going back home. And I didn't want to wait any longer because it's actually dark to do this video. So you may get to the point I'm going to be driving. You may get to the point that you can't see me. You can only hear my voice. Only when the lights are I'm passing lights. I had a. I'll take a moment just to do the video. I had some questions actually. Instead of putting out information, I got several, quite a few subscribers and viewers. Quite a few. I mean, quite a few that are living in the Philippines right now, and they're primarily men living with Filipinas. Some are married, some are not. So I remember back in 1997. Now, this was just when I was there. They said, okay, you're getting married. They offered me an 18-month visa. I don't know what that was about back in that day. And they said, now, if you're getting married, I can give you this 18-month visa. Or, I'm sorry, since you're married. But prior to that, I did an extension for 6 months. They gave me a 6-month visa. And then I see these YouTube videos of these guys paying per month, or they're talking about their monthly fees to stay in the Philippines. So I don't know how that works. If they got to go in somewhere every month to buy some kind of visa to pay some kind of fee. Now, when I was there, they offered me 6 months, a year, 18 months. I had gotten married there. I'm divorced now, obviously. Everyone knows that. And also, I was told there was an American man there, and he said, if you don't get married to her, that was before I was married, he said, all you got to do is leave the Philippines. I forgot what it was, every 90 days or something. He said you could fly into Thailand or somewhere. He said, and your fees will be almost like 10% of what it would normally be if you don't leave the Philippines. So there was all these different, you could do this, you could do that, or you could do this, or you could do that, rules. And I'm sure, absolutely, with Duterte and everything being president, I'm absolutely sure that all that has changed. So I have no way of finding that information. I could probably search Google, and I'm not sure if what I'm getting is even updated information. I probably could search under 2017. But I got some really good subscribers that have a lot of information. I got some really good viewers that have a lot of information. Some of my viewers have texted me and on Facebook and things, and they don't leave messages, and they have a lot of information, and they have prompted me to do some videos actually, and given me some information. I've done a few videos, because of those people. So I would be interested to see what all of you subscribers, all of you guys that are living there in the Philippines, have to say about this issue. Now, let me give you a couple, for instances. Okay, if I go to the Philippines and I'm just a tourist and I stay for 6 months, there was some kind of tourist thing, I know. If I go to the Philippines and I live there permanently, but I'm not married. Let's say I go to the Philippines and I live there for a year, not married. Let's say I go to the Philippines, I live there with a wife, I get married there and stay there. Let's say I go to the Philippines, I'm there for 60 days or 35, 45 days. Fly into Thailand, I come back to the Philippines for a month or two. Fly into Tokyo, come back for a month or two. Fly into Saipan, come back. So I'm in the Philippines and I'm out. I'm back and forth, back and forth. I'm wondering the gist of the information of what is real and what the costs are and what the procedures are. I'm asking actually my subscribers now and my viewers to blow this video up with comments and good legitimate stuff that you are sure of. There'll be some trolls that saying some stuff. I'm sure some things that they don't know anything about and they've never been to the Philippines. But I'd like to weed those guys out. So I would be interested to hear what you have to say, the real information. And if you have links, you can post the links. YouTube will hold most of the comments back with links. I have to go in to my channel and approve those. So a lot of times if it has a link, they'll hold it back, or they will even not post it. So that's one of the settings on YouTube that I have activated, because people were posting porn. So I had to do that to stop that. But so if you post the link and it doesn't show up right away, don't worry about that. I'll go in and approve that. I'll check the link out and approve that. But I would be interested in seeing what all of you have to say and what's going on there, and what the real deal is, the real criteria. I went to 5 or 6 YouTube channels of expats, and they seem to not be explanatory enough, and they seem to contradict themselves, and they didn't answer all my questions. Some of them answered some of the questions, but it was only due to their situation. They're living there, have a wife, and they did this and that and other things. So that's okay. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for what the expats, what their situation is. I'm looking for information for YouTube, for people, for myself, even if I go there, what is required and what are the procedures for different things that take place. And I know there was a time, if you would leave after a certain amount of time and come back, your visa or whatever you needed to pay was different. They changed it. So they didn't keep you make you pay as a permanent resident, I think is what it was. So I'm curious to see your comments and to hear what you have to say. And I appreciate your input, and thank you for joining me. And I'm always interested to hear from you guys in the Philippines. I would like to talk to some of you personally. You can hit me up on Terrence A. Marcus Facebook, and we can chat there if you want. But some of you, I've chatted with you extensively on this channel, but I haven't had an opportunity to talk to you in person about what's going on in the Philippines and everything. There's some particular questions I would like to ask some of you, but I'm not going to throw it out on YouTube. It's about the government, some things that's going down over there. And I know I'm not going to get honest answers if I ask some of it on YouTube, because it's a public place. So I appreciate all of your comments and all of your input, and I'll be looking forward to what you have to say. Please share my video, and subscribe if you haven't, and leave some positive comments. And if you want to support this channel financially, it's Christmas. You can hit me up on PayPal. You don't need PayPal. All you need is a card, a debit card or charge card. If you really want to support my channel, when I first started making videos, some people wanted to support the channel. I got $5 and $10, $15, stuff like that, but not a lot. One guy did send $50. So if you want to support it, people have asked me about that. You hit the down arrow, and just hit the down arrow on any of my videos, and you'll see the PayPal there. I've never received anything through Patreon. I don't even know if my Patreon link works. So that would be, and I don't know. They say Patreon's got so many questions for me to answer. Seemed like it would take me 8 or 10 hours to go through that, and I haven't went through that. So I would be curious if my Patreon even worked. I don't even know. But, if you wanted to support the channel, I'm probably going to take a vacation in the spring. Maybe I'll go to the Philippines and blow this channel up with some real information from the Philippines, or I might pop into Thailand or something. Or maybe I'll just go to Daytona Beach for a few days or somewhere here. It depends on the money situation and what's going on and everything. So, leave me some comments and let me know what's going on. And thank you for joining me.